Let's talk iPhone success. Hello guys, how are you? David DeFranco here from daviddefranco.com. Just last week I uploaded a video detailing 7 things that I like about the iPad mini 4, so why not do the same thing with the iPhone 6s? So here we go, 7 things, starting out with number 1, and I gotta say the iPhone 6s feels and looks significantly larger than the iPhone 5s. Seriously, sometimes it feels like I'm holding the iPhone 6s Plus, which I'm clearly not, but that just goes to show you how much of a difference this clearly makes. I mean, going from a 4-inch screen to a 4.7-inch screen makes a huge difference in everyday usage. The screen size is just perfect in my opinion. Watching videos on this thing is just beautiful, and overall the iOS 9 experience just feels that much more rich. Now, I understand why some people may prefer the iPhone 6s Plus, but personally, I think this is the right size. Number 2, 3D Touch is incredible and a ton of fun to use. Now, for those not aware, 3D Touch is essentially a right click, but with haptic feedback, or taptic feedback as Apple likes to call it. So for example, holding down on the Instagram icon gives you options for new post, view activities, search, or direct. Now, sometimes people may just want to launch the app and, just begin using that app, just explore, go to profiles, look at their news feed, all that good stuff. But what if you wanted to do a shortcut? Boom, search. It works instantly, and I gotta say, I am loving it. But of course, we are just scratching the surface. 3D Touch works across a variety of apps, such as phone, as well as the music app. You can play your recent song, search, or even play Beats One Radio, which is definitely quite nice. Now, in my opinion, when you're playing Beats One Radio, it shouldn't have to display the music app. I wish it would just kind of play without having to open music first. But hopefully that's something Apple will change in the near future. Photos, you can look at your most recent photo, favorites, and of course search. Camera is a nice and powerful one. You can take selfie. I'm not crazy about that wordage, but hey, it's whatever. Record video, record slow-mo, and even take photo with the iSight camera. And of course, you can turn that camera around and take a photo as you normally would. Okay, so there are plenty of apps that don't support it, such as filters, Facebook, Messenger, YouTube, Periscope, Expense, PlayStation, Swarm, and even Amazon, which I actually find surprising. But of course, guys, it is important to keep in mind the iPhone 6s was just released within a week or 2 ago, so obviously 3D Touch support will be introduced over time. But guys, as of right now, I am absolutely loving 3D Touch for the apps that do support it. I mean, look at that. I can instantly search for an app just like that. It works great. The third thing that I really like about the iPhone 6s is the cameras are simply awesome. You now get a 12 megapixel iSight camera, as you can see right there, and you get a 5 megapixel front-facing FaceTime HD camera, as you can see right here. And yes, you do get live photo support on both of these cameras, of which I will talk about in a second. Okay, so I will say the cameras are very impressive, but for some reason, the LG G4's cameras, they still blow me away. LG must do something with real-time processing. I mean, the photos just look incredible. Now, don't get me wrong, the photos look awesome on the iPhone 6s. For example, this is a photo I recently took and edited using the onboard camera app as well as the filters app that I bought for $2, and the quality overall is just amazing. But for some reason, there's something about the LG G4 cameras that just blow my mind. Anyway guys, on to the next point, and that is number 4, Touch ID is insanely fast. Now, as of this video, I don't currently have Touch ID turned on because honestly, I don't think it's something I really need. Where's Touch ID? There you go. Touch ID and passcode, iPhone unlock. Now we will set this up in real time. The setup process, as always, is very easy and intuitive. It just works. One more, boom. Oh, 2 more, sorry. There you go. Now adjust your grip. Kind of turn your thumb in different angles. Try to do this the best I can because the tripod is right in front of my desk, which is blocking my view. For this video's purpose, I'll just do 000, which is a very high-tech security code, I know. But turning the phone off, now you'll see it's pretty much instant. Boom, look at that. So if you're used to turning your iPhone on using the home button, you might want to think about using the power button instead, because check this out. It is stupidly fast. So now it kind of makes more sense to turn your iPhone on using that button just to simply read your notifications. It just works, and it works beautifully at that. Okay, so speeding up a bit, live photos is there and it fully works. So here we go. You simply hold down your finger with a little bit of force and you can see a bit of motion of when I took that photo. Going back to the other one, you can see this one moving just a bit, but for a better example, let's take a selfie and I'll purposely move the camera around. So it's technically recording right now. Boom. Go into my photo view, force touch, 3D touch rather, and you can see a bit of motion. So for those who don't understand how live photos works, it's basically always recording a second and a half before you take the shot, as well as a second and a half after you take the shot. Now, this may not seem super useful to a lot of people, but if you plan your shot very well, you can get some pretty sweet live photos. Now keep in mind, this is a very raw example. This is not how you would normally use it. I'm simply moving this for this video's purpose. But again, if you keep live photos in mind, you can actually get some pretty fun shots. And yes, you can set your live photos as your lock screen wallpaper, which is pretty cool. Okay, so moving on to reason number 6 of why I'm loving my iPhone 6s. And this is something I cannot demonstrate, unfortunately, but the earpiece up here during phone calls is significantly louder than my iPhone 5s. Now again, that may not seem like a huge deal, but it was definitely a nice surprise and something that I thought was worth mentioning. And finally, reason number 7, the iPhone 6s, it's just a newer, faster device overall, and it's just beautiful. Check this out. Performance is silky smooth for the most part. You get those perfectly smooth frame rates now when you drop down notification center, which is something I did not have before with my iPhone 5s. And overall, it's just a beautiful device. Taking my phone out of my case, which is a very slim case. Check this out. It works beautifully. And yes, I will link this right below. But guys, check this out. The iPhone 6s is a beautiful device in gold. I mean, granted, I'm still not crazy about these white stripes, but hey, it is what it is. And well, finally, this matches my iPad mini 4 perfectly. It just looks that nice. So guys, there you have it, 7 things I like about the iPhone 6s. Comment right below, what are your favorite things about the iPhone 6s and the iPhone 6s Plus? Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.